First one is, and I heard this earlier today. All right, you got a scenario. You got to pick one. Okay. The scenario is one of us. So you're gonna go around a circle. One of us get into a car accident, and we're about to die. Right.
Damn, bro.
And at the same time, your wife is giving birth to your firstborn child. Who do you go see?
What
I got that. Hey, I got that answer.
Yeah, let me see what you got, bro.
I mean, I got to go see y'all. Let me tell you why.
Okay.
Because I think my wife, the connection I have, I think she understands it, though, right? Life is happening, but life is gonna be taken away. I got to come see y'all boys first. That's just my thing. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, I'm going to see my baby, but if you guys are never gonna be back on this earth again, I have no choice but to go see the people that I call my brothers. I call, family. I got to come see y'all first. I mean, I think at the end of the day, that connection I have with the wife, I mean, I think she understands that because with her friends, I would expect the same. Yeah, it's almost like, hey, let me go check on mine first because I may not see this person ever again. So, I mean, I know it's tough, but I'm going to see my boys real quick. I go see little man the next day.
That makes sense. So let me take the flip side on that coin there, man. Since we all get in that extra. Homeboy in a car accident, baby mama, wife's about to have the baby. I would say that it's similar, man. It's similar. I think that the woman is also in a life and death situation. There's plenty of women who lose their life, or the child, unfortunately, doesn't make it, or due to complications, the child's got to deal with, stuff that's going to impact them the rest of their life. You know what I mean? So in that instance, for me personally, and that's speaking from experience too, because I do have a special needs daughter. So, it get real, you know what I mean, on both ends. And in that space, the choice that I would be making is to go support what's going to live. You know what I mean? Like me and the homie, we had a great relationship. I love him. He knows that. I know that he loves me. You know what I mean? And I would think that those last moments, and I could be wrong, you know what I mean? But those last moments, he may have something intimate that he wants to share with his children or with his wife, and things of that nature. Like I think the hierarchy for the man that's dying is arranged a little bit different. I don't think that the homeboy would be at the top of the list for people that he needed to get like a last message out to. So looking at it from that instance, I would hope that my homeboy would be able to understand that I got to take care of what's still going to be here once he's gone. So I'm going to take care of this. And what we had is what we had. And if he makes it, like we'll have that conversation, but I would hope that he would understand that the responsibilities of the living outweigh what's not going to be here. He's going to leave. My wife's still going to be here. My child's still going to be here. Hopefully, depending on how that plays out.
Well, I'm going to tell you like this, bro. If I'm in that situation and I'm on my deathbed and y'all don't come see me, I'm going to come hunt you. I'm telling you right now.
I knew that was coming, bro.
You don't even know this little extra person, right? You don't even know them like that. You know what I'm saying? You come see me. I need to see you. What are you talking about?
I feel you. Baby girl might need me though, man. Baby girl might need me. So
man.
I wouldn't say might. I would say it's definite. She definitely needs you, bro. So
what you got? In all seriousness, though, that's interesting. And when I heard it, the guys that were talking about it, they were joking, kind of playing around with it. But no, that's a really serious question because, to your point, right? Like, especially in my situation with the lease and her medical condition, like I would really have to think hard about, where I'm gonna be, especially with the mortality rate amongst Black women, just women in general in America. Like, it's very high, right? So, for me to think about my wife potentially, passing away during pregnancy, my kid potentially making it or not making it, and then one of my best friends not making it or making it. I'm kind of leaning towards you, JoJo, as like, look, y'all gonna have to forgive me for not being there, but ultimately you should understand and respect the fact that if something was to go left on this side of the field with the wife, I gotta be there. It's gonna be difficult for me to bounce back and forth, and my mind won't be in the right headspace to even see you, because I know that my wife is going through that with my kids. So I would respect the fact that you guys would be open and understanding, even though you're on your death's door, be like, hey, the reason he's not here is because you know, X, Y, and Z, or whatever the, you know, situation may be. So I'll definitely lean on towards being with the wife on that one, but it's going to be a decision, especially if you guys are like super close. Like let's say we, you know, 30 minutes up the road, 25 minutes up the road, and something happened to you. That's gonna be a tough decision for sure. But I have to pick the wife on that one.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. Now you adding stats into it as well. I mean, you adding you adding personal things that has happened with your wife. So that's the perspective. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you had a blank slate and you asking that question, if the way I think about it is, okay, at the end of the day, you're not taking into account if your wife has some sort of health issues and all those things.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to think about the relationship that your wife already have, even with your homeboy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The relationship, because they should pretty much even know him already, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's why I take it to the account.
Like if at least if there was no issue like medically, and I know like she gonna be straight, kid gonna be straight, I'm coming to see y'all.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure. If it wasn't
that's
like
the way I look at it.
Yeah. You take the personal stuff out of it, like the health concerns.
I'm saying. You take the personal stuff out.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm coming to see you. I'm coming to see you before you gone. And then, little man gonna have to understand I had to go see my boy before he, in the upper room type scenario. So
it's a lot
what
of
you think, Earl?
like medical stuff that like goes on too, right? So even outside of like the medical conditions, right? So when me and Rock are gonna have like kids and stuff like that, I read the little vaccination book and determine what type of vaccination schedule we wanted to put the kids on and all that other type of stuff. And once you get in there and things start moving quick, like, oh, the baby's not getting enough oxygen. We need to give her an epidural. Oh, now the baby's heart rate is in distress. We need to cut her and give her a cesarean. Like that's 7 layers of tissue they have to cut through. That's major surgery. In some instances, it prevents the woman from being able to have vaginal birth in the future, or you have to go through the VBAC process, and that can be very complex as well too. So I understand exactly what you're just saying, but there's just so many decisions that have to be made, and then like the implications and the results you have to deal with for like a really long time afterwards. So it's just and being thorough for the young men, it's a lot that goes into it with your ladies. So
yeah, that's always tough because from our perspective, and I hope you guys feel the same way, right? If God forbid, if anything happened to any one of us on this call, like understand the other 3 of us, we're gonna take care of your kids, we're gonna make sure they straight, we're gonna make sure sis good, you know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things where like our relationship is so tight and it's so close knit, like our wives are best friends. You get what I'm saying? Like it's one of those things where it's like if something was to happen to y'all, we're gonna make sure y'all good. So in those scenarios, taking our personal interactions into it, like I don't see where any of our girlfriends or wives would be like, no, you can't go see him, focus on me type deal. It'd be more of a go ahead, I understand, But I don't know if the ladies care too much. It might be upset.
Honestly and truly, I think just from especially knowing y'all ladies, you know what I'm saying? I could see one of them being like, wait, what? No, you gotta go see, you know what I'm saying? Like I could see them being like, no, go see about them, you know what I mean? And so I think that I would actually leave the decision up to wifey. Like, you know what I mean? Like, no, like what you need me to do. You know what I mean? And I'm almost 110% sure if health wise everything is good, they telling us to go see about our boys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Me having one of my sons and not being there because of my military service and stuff like that, like I think I would be I'm with Trail too, where like yeah, that's life or death. And as far as my personal story with having with at the time, my wife at the time having kids, she was healthy, so like it would be a thing. I think I'd be kind of leaning towards going to see about my boy, you know what I mean, because they're healthy, but me knowing myself, I'm gonna ask my shorty, like that's what's gonna happen. I'm like, look, what should we do right now, you know um I just don't want to think about. That's tough, man. As we getting older, man, we gotta start thinking about
Yes, sir.
life without one of us. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? And for those that's, you know, obviously we got other, you know, we got another homeboy that's not on this podcast, but he's one of us. You know what I mean? If you know, I've spent the last 20 years with one of y'all, you know, at least a phone call away. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's something weird. That's what I started thinking about. I was like, damn, I started thinking about life without one of y'all. Man, my bad. That's crazy. That's crazy. That got me in a place. I feel some kind of way. I don't even want to have this conversation, man.
No, because
What's the next topic?
It's weird you say, because I remember with me and bro, we used to go, me and JoJo, we used to go at 6, and then I call him like, hey, what's going on? He's like, literally, like, we ain't skip a beat, you know. But it's been when you no longer have that outlet. Like, if I can't pick up the phone and call you, I'm gonna feel some type of way, you know. Even if it has been 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, like I'm gonna feel some type of way where I can't hear you and call you. So it's a tough one, man.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
That's
a tough one, man. You know, I've known y'all boys for so long now. I'm not having no more kids, so I'm like, but you know, but
listen, you ain't get snipped yet, so it's still a chance, man.
No, listen,
that's true.
I got a man.
Joe, and that's another topic now.
Listen, we have that topic today.
Here's a question. All right, here's a question. Yes, we're gonna have that conversation right now. Here's a question. Question is hot take episode. Question is, do you believe men should get vasectomies? And if so, at what age?